the last 35 years, on Sundays and bank holidays, thousands have descended upon the site of an old cement works in Essex to share their passion for crashing. Banger racing. The rules are simple. Be the first to get round the track 15 times. No hits allowed to the driver's door. But other than that, anything goes.
Oh, no!
Competing comes at a price.
I've basically broken every bone in my body apart from my spine and my pelvis. I've broken all my legs, top and bottom, collarbone, jaw, skull. So, yeah, the list goes on.
Drivers not only race, but build their own cars.
Where's Phil? I don't know how he's wired the car, I didn't wire it up.
They can cut in like that.
It's a family affair.
It's definitely passed down. Everyone you know, either their dad's done it or their uncle's done it, or someone in their family has always done it.
And the drivers often start young.
How did it feel?
It feels lovely. I'm inspired by Nigel Mansell, Formula One driver. He says there's no friends on the track.
Go on, Alf. Put your finger out, son. Go on.
The rivalry is unbelievable, the hatred. Once we're out there, it's time to go into battle.
This is going to be a day none of us will ever forget.
Golf's boring, fishing's boring. But then some people who do fishing or do golf might think banger racing is pointless. Like, I can see it from their point of view. Banger racing, you're spending 2-3 weeks building a car to smash it up, and it might last 10 minutes. But you're getting enjoyment out of it. You might, if you're a fisherman, you might stand with your waders in the water for 2 hours waiting for a fish what's never, ever going to come. But that's what they enjoy doing.
Paul Corpiella and his brother Ricky are well-known faces at Arena Essex. They've been coming down to the track since they were kids and competing since they were teenagers.
There goes the green flag. We are racing into turn number 1. 2-4-1. Paul Corpiella takes the lead.
In bangers, there are two types of competitor. The rodders, who come to win the race, and the wreckers, who everyone else comes to see.
Either you win or you crash. You're either a winner or you're a crasher. And that's it.
And what are you?
I'd like to think I'm a crasher.
Here comes Paul Corpiella. He's out there with his brother as well, but in comes 382 Jack Foster Jr. and he spun out Paul Corpiella into the wall.
For a wrecker, the crash is everything. They build their cars strong and drive with just one thing in mind.
Oh my God!
The biggest, most spectacular crash.
Look at the Corpiella brothers out there doing what they do best. Wreckers through and through, and don't they entertain us, folks?
The Corpiellas always put on a show, and they really do entertain the crowd. Spice it up, entertain people. That is what people want to see.
On, inside, inside!
Just a few laps into the race, Paul Corpiella's car is smashed out of the running. But wreckers like Paul don't come along to make it to the finish line.
Spot on. Everything about it was perfect. That was good. That was good.
How many laps did you do?
I think I only done about 5. That was good. That was good.
10 miles from Arena Essex lives two-time world banger champion, Bill King.
Film me with it.
Why not?
I'll put it on the back of the truck and you can
What's
film.
wrong with that? Oh, don't be silly.
Nothing's wrong with it. I look like I'm showing off.
Oh, don't be silly.
His headquarters is a yard where he and other drivers convert unwanted cars into race-ready bangers.
Come and show me your car, Bill. Show how do you set a car up for a banger race?
You should strip everything out, all the interior, just so you're down to the driver's seat. Put your roll cage, your H-frame in, and bolt all the doors, secure all the doors, bolt them all up, weld them all so that they're safe. And you're ready to go. Not really a lot else to it.
Some of the drivers here are rodders, like Bill, making their bangers lighter, faster, and more responsive. The wreckers are after a heavier, stronger, and more durable car.
Look at him cheating. He's cheating.
I ain't cheating.
He's hiding things. Look where he slid up. He slid something up there. Now he's welding it all up so you can't see it.
I don't understand. Why is it cheating?
He's armouring. He's armouring the car.
And what, so it doesn't...
So it don't bend as bad.
Really?
When he gets it, yeah.
You look a bit hands-off, I have to say.
I'm waiting for my engine. Rat picked one up from Bugs this morning.
Who's Rat?
My mechanic, Ratty Matt.
It's a bit like Formula One. You've got a team.
Yeah, without the money. Rat can't come down here too early because the gypsies next door want to kill him. That's why he has to wait till they all go home.
Genuinely?
Yeah.
If I didn't do this, what else would I do? I'd be in the pub, sitting in the pub all day.
Look at him, he's already got an alcoholic's face.
Yeah, I like a drink, there's nothing wrong with that.
He keeps the kids off the street.
Really? Think
The Namps, Ricky Corbiella and Paul Corbiella, they was naughty boys, they was bad boys. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He took them off the street. Give them something to do. Let them show them around cars and learn them about cars. Taught them about cars.
Talk about Nick, better cars.
Yeah. and it's kept them on the straight and narrow, sort of.
My life. Look at that. That is them bollocks, man.
You'll be driving down the road and a car will catch your eye. Even though it'd be good for racing and you know you're never going to get that car, you're still going to look at it.
It's like looking at an absolutely fit bird, isn't it? You know you're never going to get nowhere with her, but you can still look.
Paul and Ricky Corbiella work as scrap merchants in South London. Although they both like to race, it's Paul's fascination with crashing that's drawn him to enter one of the biggest banger meetings of the year. Today he's brought Ricky to pick up the car he'll be competing in, a rare American Pontiac.
What's this car for, then?
Firecracker. This is a big, like an unlimited, where it's an unlimited, there's no limit to what you're allowed to use. So obviously you want the biggest car or the best car. But these are all right for crashing, these cars are.
For more than 20 years, the Firecracker race meeting has provided some of the most exciting moments in Arena Essex's history. It's the only race in the banger calendar that is unlimited. You can race any car with no restriction on weight or size.
Well, that one needs holding with mole grips, Rick. I mean, that car there is worth nothing. It's only worth something to me, because I do the racing. But apart from that, the car's worth nothing. That Yank's worth nothing. But if you can take it out in its last blaze of glory, paint it up, make it look nice, do a few good crashes and things like that in it, and it's still going to end up in the scrapyard anyway. But someone's got something out of it rather than just taking it to be squashed. I love it.
Do you love it?
Yeah, racing's good. I love it. we never had hobbies, what would we do? What would we do with our life?
What would you do?
I want to know. I want to know. I won't be doing fishing or golf. Let me just help Rick load this up. I won't be doing fishing or golf, I know that. I can't even stand crazy golf. I think it's boring. Come on. Come on in.
Who's this?
This is Pepper. This is my daughter's pig. That's a full-grown micro pig, that. Something what every little girl wants, isn't it? Like a little tiny little pig.
Paul was taught how to build and crash bangers by his dad, Steve.
That's my dad there, and that's my uncle. He had a brain tumour, what he obviously never knew it was there. They cut it out, and he was never right after that. So, and obviously, like, we lost him 2 years ago now. Like, everyone you know, either their dad's done it or their uncle's done it, or someone in their family has always done it. I don't know.
Well, it's been a friend.
Yeah, I don't know someone who's just one day woke up and thought, I'd like to have a go at that. Like, no one. No one. Tommy, do you want me to show you the Daddy's best ever crash on the video? On the DVD, yeah? 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 I can't remember what Firecracker it was. It was when the limousine went right up in the air, like, and they put it down as crash of the century.
Needs to get that car on the tarmac.
In 2004, driving a converted Lincoln limousine with a 4.2-litre Jaguar engine, Paul made Firecracker history.
Here's Wolf Ledley in 356. Dirk Adenauer picks up James Perry. He picks up Paul Corpiola.
There it goes, look. Ready, watch, look.
Over the fence.
Over the fence.
My God! They're wetting themselves here. They're jumping up and down. They're starting to take their clothes off.
What do you think of that? It happened so quick, but it was all in slow motion. It was like, it felt like it was in the air for 2-3 minutes. Obviously, it was like about 2 or 3 seconds, and then it's just stood up, and then it fell over to one side. But, like, I was buzzing that day. I really was buzzing. Here it goes, look. You'll only ever get one shot off it like that. I don't think anyone would get a limo that high. Like, they sell, obviously, photos, and Tommy's got a lunchbox with it on, tea coasters, like mouse mats. They put it on whatever you want, like jigsaw puzzles.
Paul Corpiella, Special Award winner. How you doing? You all right?
Not bad. It's like the FA Cup winning the final score, like the final goal. You've made it happen. I like that. That was good. That was good, that.
Good stuff. Well done, mate. We'll see you in the final.
No problems. Thanks a lot.
Most banger races at Arena Essex start in one of the junior divisions. In the Mini Stocks League, kids as young as 11 can get behind the wheel of a race-modified Mini capable of speeds up to 55 miles an hour.
I'm telling him to push himself. He's not pushing himself at the moment. So I told him to do a few laps just to warm the car up a bit. Now he can start pushing it, basically. I'm giving him a go.
What do you mean pushing it? Get more aggressive?
Yeah, more aggressive. Brake later for the bends, as if he's in an actual race. He's still got to get right out to that fence so he can swoop into the bend more. Yeah, all right,
Come off slightly and go back on.
How did it feel?
It feels lovely. It's
All right.
not slipping, pushing on the lane.
No, but what I'm going to do now, I'm going to try and alter your tyre pressure and see if we can improve it, all right?
Katie, come here a minute. Need you help me push?
13-year-old Alfie Jones currently stands fourth in the championship table.
Like that. I know.
His dad has recently bought him a title-winning car in a bid for victory.
Shake it side to side. It's flying there, and I've set it up for me, just right for me. Because you find when you buy cars off of other people, it's not right set up to you. You've got to set it up to you, the driver. Because my driving's different to Brandon Osborne's, and Brandon Osborne's could be different to Stephen Gilbert's. Stephen Gilbert's could be different to anyone's, you know what I mean? You have to set it up to yourself. If that was at 31, we drive up to 26. We've took off £7, haven't we?
Yeah, go back to 6. Go to 26 for that.
26, yeah?
This is what we normally run on your other car. Yeah?
What was it?
26.
So not many 13-year-olds doing this kind of thing.
No, that's right. No, that's right, yeah. But he's learning as he goes. He's got to learn, so...
Right, I'm ready.
Want it about 4 foot out forward, yeah?
Tell me when to stop.
Alfie's racing career is entirely sponsored by his dad's drainage business. A former wrecker himself, Darren knows all about the commitment required to make it in the sport.
What would you like to see him achieve?
Maybe a Formula One world champion, or at least be up there with the big boys, like up with the top drivers. But he's got to keep pushing himself. He's got to keep pushing himself harder and harder. We found from racing before, he don't push as hard. So now I was pushing all the hard, putting all the hard work in, and he's not pushing himself. So now I'll push as hard as he will. So if he eases off, I ease off.
But you'd love to see him in the Formula.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. You got it?
Yep.
Holding on to it?
Yep.
Let it slowly, twist it, slowly. Keep going, pull back, slowly as you go.
What would you like to do when you're older?
Formula One.
And if that doesn't work out?
Drainage.
I've always said that to him. If you don't like the racing, then, you know, just park the car up, say it's not for me, and walk away from it.
In 2 months, Alfie will chase his biggest challenge yet, the Essex Mini Stocks Championship. Although not as dangerous as bangers, Mini Stocks is a contact sport. Spins and rear nudges are allowed. All the cars must be adapted to ensure the drivers are as safe as they can be.
How is this Mini modified from a road Mini in order to race?
Well, obviously, you've got all the... anything that can burn is taken out of it. No glass, anything that can harm the driver or that's dangerous is taken out. There's one seat left in it. There's the bare minimum wiring, just enough to start the engine. That's it, you're in line now, go on. You're not dead straight, lift it upwards, the back of it up. It's good you're doing this.
Why?
Because you'll soon know you like mechanics.
I need to take my hoodie off because there's a load of grease here, but I don't want to get my hoodie in the grease.
All right. Now you know why I did plumbing. He's got a 4 or 5 point harness in there that straps him in nice and tight. You've got all the metal bars around the car for protection, and obviously if they have an accident or they use them to nudge each other out of the way. They take up a hell of a lot of time because you see, if you're judging a race on 100%, then 10% of the car is what you see on the track. The rest of the time is in the workshop with it, really, making sure it's performing when it gets out there.
All Mini Stocks cars must run on the same 1-litre engine. Apart from a few minor tweaks that the Joneses can make to improve the engine's performance, it's down to Alfie.
Yeah, the one's in.
Are you in with a chance, you think?
Yeah, I think so. Well, if how my driving style is and the car's running right now, and I don't panic, I should have a good chance.
Why do you sometimes panic?
Yeah, I sometimes get a bit nervous, and that's when I start to muck it up, but I just got to learn to keep calm.
The way I look at a car, you look at a girl, a lovely figure, nice bum, legs, it just curves and it just flows nice. That, it's just a lovely looking motor. I love the look of them.
Yeah, like I said, you are really fit, but my gosh, don't you just know it? I'm not trying to...
210, Tommy Parker is your new race leader.
I could get in any motor, and believe me, I could take it on the track and I'll be quick straight away. Just flat to floor and just give it shit.
Even though I would like to, I think you are really fit. You're fit, but my gosh, don't you know it?
It'll be funny. Who else? What other young lads in the country do this? Me.
Let's hear it one more time for our race winner, Tommy Parker.
You're fit, but you know it.
Tommy Parker is one of the sport's rising stars.
Shit up, mate. This is flying.
He comes from a long line of banger racers, passed down from father to son. This year, his dad, Darren, is planning to end his career as a wrecker in spectacular style at Firecracker.
This is a photo of my dad racing. This is probably mid-70s. No roll cages, no door plates. Just literally put a bit of foam round, put an harness on, take it out and smash it up. So it was quite scary in them days.
It still is to a degree. People lose their lives, don't
People do lose their lives, yeah. I think 3 died last year. They give you a sheet of paper, so you actually sign it. That sort of sounds good. I mean, when you're younger and you sign it, you just don't worry about it. You just sign your name. You know you've got to do it to race. And as you get older, you sort of start thinking about it a bit, and it's like you're actually signing saying if you die or you're seriously injured, you take responsibility for that because you're in a dangerous motorsport. And it sort of brings it home a little bit as you get older, and you start thinking, oh. I've basically broken every bone in my body apart from my spine and my pelvis. I've broken all my legs, top and bottom, knee joints, wrists, hands, collarbone, jaw, skull. So yeah, the list goes on.
Darren's son, Tommy, won't be competing in Firecracker, but he's agreed to help his dad get ready for the big race.
He reckons this is his last banger, so we'll see. I mean, I think he broke most bones in his body. He had a certain percentage of burns, and he's all skin graft and just smashed up. His knees only bent so far. Like, he shouldn't be getting a banger, really. He shouldn't be doing a Firecracker. I'm not going to let him do it in the future, and he shouldn't be doing it.
If you could take it and bottle it and sell it at that impact that you have, you'd make a fortune. You can't explain it.
Crashing.
Crashing. It's adrenaline. It's your body. It's unbelievable. It's just so exciting. Yeah. You can't describe it. But,
did you try and describe it to Donna as you were?
I did once actually. I made a mistake of saying that crashing a car was better than sex, and didn't go down too well, but it's true.
Go fight for us.
Hang on a minute, because then we'll lift the back up. Get something to lift the back up a minute. Cut the blocks, quick. Cut the 4x4s or something.
Go on.
I can't get past.
I'm helping you out here.
Oh, here we go. Him in his mouth again. Over the years, I've retired and said, that's it, I've had enough, and bits and pieces, and stop. And for financial reasons, bits and pieces, and he still sort of seemed to go back to it, but I really have got to draw a line underneath it, and this is definitely going to be the last one.
Why is he so keen to do it, do you think?
I think because all his mates are. He wants to go out in it. And he's bought it now, so he's...
Wants to be one of the boys.
Yeah. But he's one of the older boys now. He hates limbo anymore. He's got arthritis in his knee. You can just tap him in the knee, and his knees are no good. If he turns funny, his knee will pop out. He'll be on the floor. It's just a nightmare. Worries you. If he goes to climb out and a car comes tied in and he goes flying, his legs get caught up on the bulkhead or something and he goes flying, it's going to put his knee. Oh, it's going to be a nightmare. I'll tell you what, as soon as he's out on the track, I won't be watching the race. I will literally be watching this car, just staring at it and watching him. And if he gets stuck in something, I'll be staring. I'll quickly run round and make sure he's OK. If I have to, I'll go straight on the track and drag him out myself.
Oh, I reckon that's about right. Get comfy, eh? No, trust me, this is going to be solid. I'm confident. I don't think it's going to be massively fast, but I'm going to have a go with it. I've never done a Firecracker yet. It's one of the biggest meetings you could ever do. And if you're going to go out on a good one.
Bought from a breaker's yard, Darren will be racing a 1970 Daimler Vanden Plas limousine, a highly collectible car.
£300 for this one. You buy a car for a purpose, whether you've bought it to do up because you love the car, whether you've bought it to smash it up because you enjoy smashing them up. It's what you do. This car is going to serve a purpose for what I want, which is to race it and smash it up. Some people can class it as a shame. I class it as a good thing because it's a nice, good, solid car and it's going to do me well, hopefully, in racing. So. It's a big day for the both of us. It's obviously the last day for me racing. It's the last day for the car because once it's finished, it will go for scrap. So yeah, as a car, it's going to end its life. And as me as a banger racer, that's the end of my career.
He's promised you he's going to give up.
Banger racing, yes. Definitely, he is. Sitting there smirking, but yeah, he is. Yeah, no, he is.
You'll make sure of that?
I will, definitely. Like you, Darren?
Yes, babe.
I sit there grinning. Dear.
On your own, OK, I'll give you 1 minute. OK? Come on, we must have trivial things that we worry about, that we're not sure, OK? Tell me.
The test next lesson.
OK, in the scheme of things, is one little topic test for one subject really that important? But it can worry you.
It's just a month until Alfie's big race at the Essex Championship. It comes at the end of a tough year for him, both on the track and at school.
Well, I was getting a bit picked on, calling me Ginger and all that, saying things about my mum and dad, how I'd always be a low life. But I get it, you just got to deal with it. I know I ain't much as low life as them. They ain't got the minis I have. They don't race. They don't get treated as much as I do.
Yeah, you used to come home crying in tears, yeah. I used to sit here, pick the pieces up, give him a cuddle, tell me it'll all be all right. He used to beg me that he didn't want to go back to school. He used to always break my heart sending him out the door to go to school. He asked me my opinion. What would you have done? I said, well, I would have hit him. But I can't tell you what to do. You either stand up for yourself or you can't. That is the choice you're making in life. You have to choose your own path. From our sit down and chat, he still went on for another 3 months of bullying until he just cracked one day.
I just lost it. And I went up and I hit the boy. A fight broke out. All the school was there around him, around us and all that. And then I did get in trouble. Yeah, I did. I admitted it. I hit first. I shouldn't have hit him. Should have come to you because I didn't report it then.
He shouldn't have hit him, but he just can't take being picked on no more. And it's ended.
It's just really, really bad. So, yeah. Yeah, it's always someone wanting to be bigger than someone else. I didn't want to lose my temper, I just did. So, yeah.
I grew up in life having to do that. I stood up for myself every time. I still do. So what are you going to do about it? What do you feel like you should do? You know, we have these conversations, we have these chats with him. You know, the same thing as on the track.
What, he's having to stick up for himself on the track as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no friends on the track. I'm inspired by Nigel Mansell, Formula 1 driver. And I've been reading his autobiographies, and that's what he says.
What does he say?
He says there's no friends on the track. People I've got to not teach a lesson, but to show that I ain't going to put up with it, it's the Morphees, really.
Alfie and his parents see brothers Will and Charlie Morphy from Suffolk as his main rivals for this championship.
How serious are you about racing?
Yeah, quite serious. That's what we spend most of the time doing. We ain't got no PlayStations or anything like everyone else. The contact always livens up a bit.
You enjoy contact?
Yeah, definitely.
You're not afraid to make a few enemies out there?
Nah.
The Morphys have brought their cars to a track simulator called the Rolling Road to measure the performance of the engine at high speeds.
We're here on the rolling road to get the most out of the engines because they're only 1 litre engines and you've got to squeeze the most out of them because they're all roughly the same on the track and every little horsepower counts.
It's very competitive out there, yeah.
Yeah? And you want to do well, do you?
Well as I can, really.
Out on the track, Alfie and the Morphys have collided several times this season.
Take over.
They took me out in Eastbourne Sussex Championship, and now they're starting to like keep lunging at me and that, so I've just got to show my authority back. Don't push me about no more.
I suppose it's a bit like school. If people are going to make contact with my son out there, I expect my son to make contact back.
I ain't there to be picked on, pulled about everywhere. I'm there to win. I'll just do the same what they've done to me. I'll just take them out of the race completely.
Bring it around. Straighten up, as you are.
Like Alfie, Paul Corpiella started driving at an early age.
What were you like as a kid?
I was a bastard. Definitely. Always mucking about. I got suspended from school, kicked out of one school, just mucking about. I never wanted to learn. Then I started joyriding. I got into a lot of joyriding. That's what kids do in this sort of area. Obviously, when they got up behind you and put the blue lights on, when you took a chase for about 10 minutes, you knew you weren't losing them, you thought. When they're starting to come from everywhere, you thought, oh, I'm fucked here. They're going to nick me. But like, you still get out and try and run. You're never going to get away from them. There's too many of them.
Did you enjoy the chase?
I loved it. I was ramming police and everything. I think that's where the fascination come. Where I knew how to drive at a young age, I was out joyriding all the time.
So did you get put away for any of this?
Yeah, I've been away a few times.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
When were you last in?
2.5 years ago. But that was for something else. That weren't to do with cars.
What was that?
Tried to nick some money off a cash machine, a cash delivery or something like that. So they tried doing me for armed robbery. Hang on. Not seeing me, so you can't. Hang on. Go on. I never want to go back to prison. Never want to go back to prison. If going to visit your dad in jail, in my eyes, it looks like a scumbag sort of thing. I don't want that for my kids. I want them to see me when they want.
Since he's come out of prison, Paul takes his youngest, Tommy, to every race meeting.
Like, obviously, he thinks it's brilliant, holding the trophy and the flag. He thinks it's blinding. You can see, and he's happy. He's really happy, like, of what I've done, and it's good. That's better than winning a race, I think. I want him to look up to me, not think any different of me.
And crashing's a way of doing that?
The crashing is definitely a way of doing it.
Paul has just a few weeks to prepare for Firecracker. Before the final paint job, he's welding extra reinforcement into the Pontiac.
Some people say it's cheating. I call it competing. Well, you get other people that like they'll weld the death out the motor, and obviously where you haven't welded as much, or you haven't welded anything in your car, obviously your car is going to be the one to give, rather than their car giving because their car's so hard. As I say, some people call it cheating. I call it competing.
What would be the ideal result for you out of Firecracker? What would you aim? What would you aim for?
I'd love to get best wrecker or best crash of the day. That'd do me. I'd be over the moon with that. Absolutely over the moon.
It's almost like you're not paying attention to the start of the race.
It's the night before the Essex Championships, and Darren and Alfie are analysing his racing tactics.
Clutch up, he goes,
Look, see? They're up and gone, see?
I do the videos, all of the racing, come back, we download them, and then we sit down as a family and watch them. Then Darren sort of tells him where he might have gone wrong, where he could correct it, what he done right. You know, lots of praise for that. Yeah. So, yeah.
when there's a car there and you go like that, you get past Counter Bend, do you swoop out and then in?
Not
or do you
really.
just go like that?
Out, just out. You don't.
Because when it's coming up to the bend, I like swoop out and in to just get that little bit faster.
It sometimes seems to stay in the middle of the track where it needs to come out into the faster lane. That way the car doesn't turn so hard into the bends. Otherwise you have to turn a lot sharper. So you take the track at its biggest width, come out to the fence, and you're not so sharp coming into the bend.
It seems that when someone who's a bit tasty comes behind you, you seem to fall apart a bit, and then once they get past you, you pick up the pace and try and catch them, but by then it's too late. They've got the momentum and they're gone. It's almost like you've got to show them a bit of authority. Slap the side of their car, stamp your authority on them, Alf, yeah?
Yeah.
Let them know you're there, put them under pressure, how they pressure you.
Yeah. He has to stand up for himself out there, you know. There's only so much poking you can take before you poke back.
This is what I'm saying to you, right? As you're coming in now, yeah?
Yeah.
They can cut in like that, and they're still flat out. Get back in at that end, get into like that, then push on the front of their car, and then just back with the steering wheel, yeah? Yeah?
It's hard, because they're only children still at the end of the day. They are kids, and you don't want them to be bullies or nothing like that, but if people are going to do that, then they have to do it back.
If you're stuck on the inside now, yeah? Keep them like that, and you can do that to them, yeah? Do you understand? Yeah. Yeah? You can even be hooked on him. You can even keep him on you like that all the way. If you're quick enough, yeah, to go into reverse, you can keep him there all the way, yeah? And then all he's going to do...
I feel nervous on race days, but I think it's just natural to feel nervous. I mean, not many people, the kids get to drive cars as contacts, but you should always think positive. Sometimes it's just not for people, bang racing, and they ain't. It's just not in them.
Well, Alfie, I want to see your aggression just improve a little bit more, yeah?
Yeah.
You're not aggressive because you hate them, you're aggressive because you want to get past them.
I want to win.
It's not that it's your friend in front or you know them and you talk to them.
There's no friends on the track.
There's no friends on the track as such because you're all there to win. So you just push each other out of the way to win. How are you feeling now?
I've got some butterflies in my stomach, but confident.
Good butterflies, that's good. The butterflies are the adrenaline starting to form, yeah?
Yeah.
There's a difference between being scared and adrenaline.
Nerves.
Yeah? The nerves and the adrenaline, yeah? I did a race once where I physically felt sick. I was shaking. I couldn't think straight. It was just like you've been told you got half out to live sort of thing, and you know, your life depended on what you was going to do out there. Okay? Other than that, just enjoy yourself again. Okay?
Yeah. I'm feeling confident today.
Are you?
Yeah.
You got your game face on?
Yeah. Yeah, call it that, game face, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So if one of those Morpheus gets on you, you're gonna...
Yeah, I'll just give him a punt, really.
The Essex Championships attracts competitors from all over the country, including Alfie's long-standing rivals, the Morphy brothers.
Well, I'm just going to enjoy my day. I ain't going to let the Morphy spoil it. If they want to pick on me, I'll do them back.
The Morphy brothers have done a bit of punting on Alfie at the bend. They've tried to launch on him on the bend. They've actually spun him out as well. Not sure why. As far as I know, Alfie hasn't touched him, and I think Alfie got took out by him at another track as well. So, you know, what comes around goes around, I think.
How's your visor? Dirty, clean?
Dirty, probably.
Oh, well done, mate.
Right, leave it going.
All right, be lucky, son. Enjoy yourself, yeah?
So, big welcome welcome to all of you out there today for the Mini Stocks Essex Championship here at Arena Essex Raceway. Alfie Jones is the next driver up, 5.52, sitting 4th in the points, 5th in Heat 1 last time out, looking good as a strong contender for today's Essex Championship final. Will Morphy next up onto the track is 5.29, 9th in the points currently, and Charlie Morphy there as well, his brother, 5.92, 11th in the points, just behind him on this season-ending race for the Mini Stocks.
20 of the country's leading child drivers go head-to-head in 1000cc classic minis. Championship standings are put to one side in this first-to-the-line, winner-take-all, 20-lap showdown.
There goes the green flags. We are underway and racing into turn 1, and 517 takes the lead.
Alfie gets away to a good start. An early collision for the youngest Morphy brother allows Alfie a way past.
Go on, Alf, through. Go on.
And it's a really good effort from 5.52 Alfie Jones, making his way up through the field.
Well done, Alf. Close the door on him, Alf.
He's hitting the bends lovely, coming out to the fence. He's driving perfect, actually.
Just a few laps in, and Charlie Morphy makes his way back up to Alfie.
Flick him, Alf. Go on, now to do him.
Oh, look there, Alfie Jones, 5.52, having a right go at the Morphy brothers there.
Yeah, he's doing what he's meant to do. A bit of punting going on, but that's racing.
Go on, push, Alf, push.
But by lap 8, Alfie finds himself up against the elder Morphy brother, Will.
Take him out, Alf, as well. Spin him now. Push him. Watch him here do out here.
5.29, Will Morphy has a right go at Alfie Jones there, and he's passed him on the inside.
He's just slowed down a little bit, not sure why.
Seems like he's slowing down and she's speeding up, like he's not pushing himself now.
Come on, Al.
Well, 5.17, Lauren Over is caught right up on 5.52 Alfie Jones here. And she gives him a clip, going into the bend, and she's passed him.
See, he's going backwards, so they're pulling right away. Too cautious, I've said that. Too cautious, Alfie, all the time.
Just not been Alfie's race. A great start, but he's falling right out of contention. I don't think he's in it.
About an 8th, isn't he?
A very disappointing race for Alfie there. He won't be happy with that at all.
Yeah, 8th.
So coming round now for your applause, let's hear it for 3rd place, 5.29 Will Morphy, runner-up 9.07 Cameron Lawrence, and race winner 9.86 Sophie Facey.
The race deteriorated with him as he got on. And I feel like I'm always bollocking him. Alf, either something was going wrong with it, but once they got past you, they were fucking up to wake you, Alf. I don't know what it is. We've got to do something because you're going from worse to worse. Now, they've got the same engines as you, so we've either got to do something with the engine or something with your driving. I don't want to do it, so I'm putting you down every time. But it's just, again, we throw the engine away. We take it back, we're not happy with it. I don't know what to do or what to say, because if you was flat out, then this engine needs scrapping, because it's shit.
What did I get in the end?
Well, I don't know.
Fifth?
No, you're joking, way back, 8th. 8th, something like that. I don't know what to say to you, apart from just take it back. I don't know. But I can't, before I go and say there's something wrong with the engine, how do I know it ain't you?
It can't be me on a straight, because if they're pulling on a straight, they must have a better engine, or this engine's breaking down. Because it's not the bends there. If it's the straight, foot to the floor, and I'm in a straight line.
But are you on that fucking throttle well?
Yeah, flat out.
Well, I don't know. I'll set light to it, I will. Fucking thing, get fucked up with it all. Right. He's a cautious driver and he makes the numbers up, but that ain't going to make a champion, ain't make a winner. It feels like I'm always telling him how bad he's doing rather than bumping him up. But if I don't tell him and lie to him, you know, what sort of person am I? If he's got to make it, he's going to need to be told it.
Do you think it's the car or you or what?
I think it's a bit of both, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? You just not pushing it hard enough, do you think?
I don't know. Not sure. I'm a bit disappointed, really.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sure you want to carry on?
Yeah. Don't know, really. You sleep on it now.
Oh, Alf, you look really down, mate.
Yeah.
You looking forward to it, Tommy? Are you going to tell me to smash into everything?
No, because I don't want you to crash. You get a trophy if you don't.
Yeah, but I might get a trophy for crashing.
Finally resprayed in the Corpiella colours, Paul's Pontiac is ready for Firecracker. He'll be competing for Best Wrecker, but the competition is stiff. These are the biggest and heaviest bangers raced at the track all year.
Right, Tommy, wait here while we unload the cars, yeah? Good boy. How we doing, matey?
Yeah, not bad.
Hoping to challenge Paul for the title of Best Wrecker is Darren Parker in his last ever race.
I think he's nervous now, so I'm starting to think, oh, a bit nervous. I've just walked up there with him to get something to eat and he's definitely nervous. But he's been kind of looking at all the other cars and thinking, oh dear.
Firecracker attracts rare and unusual cars. Many of them haven't been driven in years, and they're often unreliable. For Darren, this will mean racing with 2 or 3 crucial missing parts.
Yeah, no, the car's, it's in a good shape. Bodywork-wise, it's strong. It's all been welded up. It's good, really, it's not rotten at all, it's a really good shell. But it's got no brakes.
Yeah, when we originally picked it up, lifted it up, the back axle come off, so we've got no rear brakes on it at all. This side is not connected, so there's no brakes on this side either. All we've got literally is the front driver side brake, and that works a little bit. So that'll pull me in round the bends and just wait and see.
Paul and Darren may not plan to finish all 20 laps, but they'll still need their cars in working order to give them the best chance of the winning crash.
There's no brakes still, no brakes.
Also, it's not braking?
At all. Not looking forward to that. Not looking forward to that.
What, that you might not be able to stop the car?
Oh, no, you can't stop the car. There ain't no brakes on it.
It's Sunday, it's 10 to 1. This is Firecracker 22 at Arena Essex.
It is a dangerous sport, but even though you might get hurt, like Tommy, he looks at me as a hero.
Does it make you feel proud of yourself?
Oh, yeah, definitely makes you feel proud.
The more times you injure yourself on old injuries, it takes longer for you to heal up. But you get there, you have to get on, then you have to move forward. And I've managed to get hold of a big car, so we'll go out and have a bit of fun.
2-1-2. Next up onto the track is Darren Parker, racing in his Daimler DS limo today, 7th in the Supervanger points. He's got all his family here today supporting him. He's racing out there for the Metal Wreckers in what could be his last day of racing here at Firecracker.
Turn the old man of retired.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, he's grown to, definitely.
Yeah, he said that about 6 times.
He's getting too old now.
Paul, good luck out there.
Good luck, mate. I need it.
Is he in the zone, do you think?
Yeah, he is. He's out there now, boy.
He's got killer eyes.
He's got killer eyes.
I've just got mud in it.
Back up again. It's Paul Corpiello. Massive crash in his limo a few years ago. I'm sure plenty of us don't forget that one on turn number 3. Looking for the best entertainer trophy today. At the meeting, he always loves to put on a show for the fans. Unlimited bangers on the track for Firecracker, and we're underway and racing into turn number 1. And already some big hits going in on the pit bend. 2-4-1, Paul Corpiello's looking to get something going down there in his big old yank tank. Still getting stuck in down on the tavern turn. He's backed away. He's revving up for another one. Oh, and he's jacked it right up.
I'm looking for someone who I can crash into straight away. That's what everyone who comes to watch wants to see, is cars crashing into each other. I want to crash, 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 all the time crash. Not race, just crash. Once you go on the track, you can forget about everything. You can be a hero. It does take a lot of courage to keep the foot down. No matter who you are, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt you, and it's probably going to hurt them.
Look at the demolition down there on the tavern turn. 2-1-2's getting picked up. That's Darren Parker.
Head on, head on, head on! Someone just done a bed on an infield. What the fuck? What the fuck?
935 and 2-1-2 involved in a head-on on the centre. And 2-1-2 in his Daimler limo. Oh my goodness me! Puts it right into Sydney DePorter. Halfway down the home straight.
They say every man must need protection. They say every man...
Just a few minutes into his final race, and without having completed a single lap, Darren Delboy Dipper Parker signals to the marshal that he's had enough. His bid for best wrecker is over.
That's it now for the bangers. I've had a good life and everything, so whatever happens, happens. But yeah, I want to be there as long as I can and know that they can rely on me if they need me, so it's a good thing.
He's definitely done something to one of his arms. He's old one of his arms, yeah.
I wouldn't change anything in my life, to be honest. It's been a hectic life, but it's been good.
After surviving 9 major crashes and causing 4 separate drivers to retire, Paul's Pontiac finally comes to a halt.
All right. All right. What'd I get?
Hey, you got Paul. You won something.
Best wrecker.
What?
Yeah, I done it finally, eh?
You feel good?
Yeah, brilliant.
Does that make it all worth it?
Yeah, let me just get Tommy. You all right, Tom? You all right? Ah. I was standing there, yeah? Is this mine?
This is yours for Best Record Award.
Oh, how's that?
Congratulations.
Thank you. Watch the fireworks, Tommy, look. There, look. What do you think of them, Tom?
Winner!
Winner, yeah? I'd rather win this than a race.
Would you?
Yeah, definitely.
And where will you be in 10 years, you think?
God knows. God knows. God knows. As long as I'm not in prison, I don't care. Coming in. You all right? Another trophy, eh?
Sweetheart, good night.
Are you left or right-handed?
Right-handed.
You're a good customer here, aren't you? Yes.
Good night, sweetheart. Well,
Maybe the other way.
Not so bad. There.
I hate to leave you. I really must say.
Arena Essex Raceway 2013 ORC Championship Mini Stock Heat winner. Okay. Put it back in the van, please, without dropping it.
Next week, legends from the glory days of banger racing dust off their helmets.
Sad, really, this could be my last ever race. All them years.
For one last showdown.
At the end of the day, it's payback. Those bullies.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you. I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good